Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon, my little moon children, right? To see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I always let Spirit select who I'm going to do the readings for, and you were first today. So that's pretty exciting because we have this eclipse energy that is starting on Monday. So welcome to the eclipse season. It's so excellent. So this video is going to be for the 14th of December through the 20th. I have to tell you, when I was looking at the astrology for this week, I was really excited about, oh gosh, things are moving forward. Things are definitely looking up. It is a catalyst for change. It is a catalyst for change in such a great way. So let's go ahead and get into what the overall energy for the week is. I do want to invite you. I am doing Monday Night Live at 7:30 p.m. tonight. From 7:30 to 9, I will pull a couple extra cards for that eclipse energy, and then we will open it up for Q&A. So come and join us. Oh gosh, look, you have the Three of Wands for your overall energy for the week. This is the path before you and getting to work, right? It is, oh gosh, she's looking into her crystal. She's got her wands there. Oh gosh, and there's a little lion cub, it looks like, or a lioness there. It is finding the strength within. It's that growing sense of commitment to the future and knowing where you're going and discerning your path and getting ready to head in that direction. There's also this beautiful dragon down here. I love the dragons. They're down there in the corner. I don't know if you can see him right here. He's holding the wand. You're not traveling alone. You're traveling with your inner strength. You're traveling with spirit. You're traveling with this guidance of ancient wisdom and the light that's coming in to light up the crystal so you know where it's coming from. That's your higher self. That's divine guidance. This is a big freaking deal this week. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. So I have to admit, while I was doing while I was prepping to do the astrology, one of the reasons I think I'm pretty excited about it was I was doing it while I was watching Hallmark videos, which always puts me in a higher higher vibrational energy. But this eclipse is happening at 23 degrees of Sagittarius. The galactic center is 26 to 27. That makes us pretty much conjunct with the galactic center. We hit the galactic center a little bit later this week. So you're the first video, so you have to deal with me not remembering exactly when we hit everything. But I want to say I wrote it down at some point. But I don't see it. Oh, I think that the moon will cross the galactic center by the end of the day anyways. So, but I was looking for the sun when it hits it, and I think that's on the 19th. So pretty exciting stuff there. Lots happening on that day too. So all right, oh yeah, there it is. I did write it down. We'll get to that. So yeah, that's happening this week. So this gateway to the next stage, to the next phase, to the next year. But it feels bigger than that. It's like the gateway to the next age. We're crossing the threshold. We're crossing the threshold. There is a bridge that needs to be built to the age of Aquarius, and it is time to get things under construction. And that's what we're starting here. See, I knew it. Look at this is such great energy. You have opportunity and community. And so opportunity is the one with the moon, because I can see you can't read the words, okay? The opportunity with this, that's actually a waxing moon. So the seeds of intention that you plant with this new moon, it's a new moon, so it's a solar eclipse, new moon. It's happening at 11:17 a.m. on Monday. The seeds of intention that you plant as the moon progresses through its cycles, the opportunity comes later. You got to put in the work, right? Three of Wands is about putting in the work. It's not going to be handed to you on a silver platter. Saturn is moving into Aquarius next week, this week, next week. And this week, moves in this week, and Jupiter is right behind it. And as we are starting to build that bridge to this new age, Saturn says you're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to put in the work. And I think it's going to take community. So the butterflies are about transformation. The rainbow is the promise. And this is the promise that if we work together, Three of Wands is about working together, right? And so as we fire ourselves up and we start moving forward and we start working, we start going where it is that we want to go, where we're destined to go. This is an opportunity to create whatever it is that you really want to. And so pick up at least one of these wands. No, take all three of them. The community, that is the other one, the fourth one that makes the stability, that really builds something beautiful. Do your part. Wow. Ooh, okay. That's big stuff. Okay, let's get another card because it's an eclipse. It's a new moon. I wanted to pull a card from Moonology too, but wow. Okay. I was like, wait, what? Okay, so you have the void of course moon, nothing will come of the situation. That is because an eclipse, that is a reminder from Spirit. Yes, this is a new moon. Yes, you're planting the seeds of intention, but first, you have to let go of what's not working. You have to create space. You have to clear things out. When we had that eclipse that just happened 2 weeks ago, it was about a major clearing of stuff because that was in the North Node, and North Node's direction we're heading in, right? And so it was about really clearing stuff out of there, and now there's still some more clearing. You need to take a look at what doesn't work. What can you release and let go of so that you can allow for this really magnificent opportunity to come in? Because there is a situation, it's a situation, but it could be, in your case, depending on what you're dealing with. So it could be a job, it could be a group of people you hang out with, it could be a relationship, because you're moving toward your seventh house of partnership. But it could be your health, right? It could be because you're in your sixth house. What do you need to release and let go of to create balance in your life? There's a need for cleansing and creating balance in your life. Cleansing out what doesn't work in order to bring things in. I got that message last night and I didn't fully understand what they were saying, but I see it now. Okay. All right, cool. All right, so then on Tuesday, actually Monday night at 10:35 p.m., the moon is going to move into Virgo. And with the moon in Virgo, Tuesday and Wednesday, there's this realization that we're at the doorway. We're looking through to see what we want. There is a need to accept the divine help, the guidance, listen to what you're hearing. There's a need to accept situations for what they are, and the ones that there is no benefit in staying, it's time to let it go. There is a need to accept and integrate within yourself your shadow. Because we all came here with lessons to learn. And so that's what the shadow shows you. But don't allow it to dim your light. You say, oh, I see you, shadow. I see this thing I don't like. I see this part of me that I have to look at a little closer, but I love you, and I'm going to transmute you with self-love. You have regeneration, the lizard. When I was living in Florida, we had a cat. There was a great little hunter. Oh my gosh, she was amazing, and she had 3 little kittens. And she would bring in a variety of things. She used to gift me with fruit rats because I guess she was worried I wasn't getting enough to eat. But she would bring in things for her babies to play with. And so, like, sometimes it was these little geckos, these little lizards, and she would bring them in, and she would call to her little kittens. She'd go, eh, 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 and they'd all come running, and she'd make sure she had their attention, and then she'd release her paw off of this poor little lizard, and they would take off after it. But they were just little kittens, and they could never catch the lizard, but they quite often caught the tail. So I had a lot of lizards running around with regenerated tails in my yard. They don't look quite the same, and you can tell that they're regenerating, but it's pretty cool. She also would bring in palmetto bugs, and the look on her face when I would kill those was like, what are you doing? Like, not that. Don't bring that in my house. So it says, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. And so, as I said, the tail would look different. It would. It was still functional. It was, and I thought it was more beautiful because it looks smoother, and it wasn't as easy to catch because it was shorter too. It was a little shorter. But it says, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are the master of regeneration. And so, you get to decide what you're going to do. And you have the opportunity to become whoever you are. To become who you truly are. Wow, that's deep. Okay, so there is the story that others tell us about ourselves. And those are just stories because you know the reality of who you are deep inside. And so spend some time getting to know yourself. Spend a little time staring into your own crystal ball of who you are, and being willing to change and make those adjustments. You are an initiating sign. It's a little easier for you than for some other signs. And so that's very helpful. That's very helpful. While that moon is in Virgo, we've got Venus in Scorpio having a really lovely conversation with Saturn over in Capricorn. And so Venus in Scorpio wants to go a little deeper about how we feel about things. And Saturn in Scorpio says, what's your structure? How are you going to change this? What is your plan? Like, what is the plan you're creating for yourself? And so this little heartfelt conversation you're having with yourself becomes really important. On January 9th, Venus is going to trine Mars. Mars will have moved into Taurus, very sturdy foundation building, and Venus will be in Capricorn at that time. So the conversations you're having now, when you get to January 9th, I think you'll have a lot better idea of how to lay that foundation. So right now it's about sealing into your heart what it is you want. What are you looking to clear space for? Chiron is going to station, it's been in retrograde, it's going to station direct. It's in Aries, right around 5 degrees, and it's going to stop on Tuesday. And the moon is going to square off with it. And so with, whatever is moving has more velocity, right? If you're standing there, you can't really move. So Chiron's not moving. And the moon is going to square it, and the moon has more velocity, and the moon is going to notice. It's going to feel this wound. And this is the situation that nothing will come of. This is the thing that you go, okay, I see you, shadow, and I'm moving past you, right? Because the wound is sitting there not moving, and the moon comes into square. Oh, I see you, but I'm moving on. That's what you get to do. It's a really powerful week. Really powerful. Wednesday, while that moon is still in Virgo, and Virgo, likes to be very organized and get stuff done. I'm sorry, have I been saying Virgo? The moon isn't in Virgo, it's in Capricorn. Oh, I see, because I scribbled out I scribbled out something and I've been reading that. All right, I was watching I was watching Hallmark. I was a little distracted. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so the moon is in Capricorn. Ooh. Really talking about the structures. Okay. So, that makes Wednesday night super productive. Super productive. This is in your house of partnership and relationships. Okay, this makes so much more sense. The moon's going to talk to Pluto, and then it's going to talk to Jupiter, and then it's going to talk to Saturn about this transformation, about your game plan, about this opportunity, and how do you transform everything. What I'm seeing is a foreman on a job talking to the architect. But the owners are there too. It's really interesting. So it's like this little council. You're the architect, by the way. They want to know what you're going to do. What exactly are you going to do? Okay, so Pluto is like the owner. Like, what's the big transformation? And Jupiter is going to go out and get you the materials you need. And Saturn says, how are you constructing this? How are you doing this? On Thursday, the moon is going to move at 11:27 a.m. into Aquarius. And shortly thereafter, Saturn moves into Aquarius. And, well, actually, Saturn moves in at 12:04 a.m. and then the moon follows at 1:27. And then shortly after, they have that conversation again. They just met. Now, you know, the architect is meeting up with the foreman again, and they're like, yeah, what are you doing? What's the plan for the growth? And the moon says it's based on self-love. It's based on what I want to do. That conversation that the moon was having with Venus not too long ago, just a few days ago, was important, was super important. And they were like, yeah, no, we need to do this. We need to do this because this is what matters to me. This is what is important. Wow. Wow. So when the moon is in Aquarius, Venus has already moved into Sagittarius now. And so that's a really supportive energy. She's also jumping in the conversation. They're going to come into a nice sextile energy on Thursday. And Chiron, it's starting to move forward. The moon's going to again talk to Chiron, but this time it's a very nice conversation. It's a sextile, it's supportive energy. But then it's going to square off with Uranus and Taurus. And that's where changes start happening. That's where changes start, where you start feeling like, okay, I have to make a decision. I know where I'm going. That was a lot of work to get to this one. You're a goddess. You're a goddess. Honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. This conversation right here about the self-love. When Saturn says what, you say, I choose me. I choose me. Now, I don't care if you're male or female. We all have divine masculine and divine feminine within us. The divine feminine is the receptive. It is the willingness to accept guidance and help, the willingness to accept love and support. And there is a need right? Because you only have 3 wands. You need the community to bring in the 4th wand to create that stable structure of the 4 of wands. So being willing to love yourself, allowing the community to be your spirit team, your higher self, and also maybe possibly people literally around you. But knowing what it is that you want becomes so important. So important. Honor the goddess within. Honor your divine feminine. Cancer, you are the divine feminine in the zodiac, right? And you're the nurturing, mothering energy, and you give that out. You release that all the time to those around you, but you're being asked to do that for yourself now. Do that for yourself. Allow yourself to feel the abundance and the nourishment of the universe coming in. It is going to help you figure out where the path is. Because when that moon moves into Pisces, Pisces is a water sign, and so lots of supportive energy there. On Saturday, the moon's going to move into Pisces at 7:39 a.m. and then an hour, not even an hour later, like 30 minutes later at 8:07 a.m., Jupiter moves into Aquarius. There's so much support for expanding now. There's just so much of support for expanding the blessings. And if you will just let yourself soak in the shower of blessings, I'm just seeing this huge waterfall of blessings. If you will allow it to flow over you and through you and then carry on down the river. And when it is not selfish to receive the blessings of the universe, because they pour all over you, but then they keep going, right? And then they spread out to others. It's not selfish to take care of yourself. It's imperative. It's imperative. So the moon is going to conjunct, not the moon, the sun is going to conjunct Mercury on Saturday. Being able to have that's going to shine a light on the information that you need, either from yourself, your higher self, or probably from your higher self, though, because the moon's in Pisces, and that is about going deep into your feelings. It is time to claim your right to happiness, your right to co-create with spirit what you want, and your right to your own personal divinity. Write it down. Write it down. Make a statement. I am whatever you want to be. And commit to it in your heart. Lots of energy supporting that this week. That is what is finding the path, right? That is where you start finding the path and the way forward. So you have gliding through the currents. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease, going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams to take flight. A little change of perspective. I am worthy. I am divine. I am a co-creator of my existence. And I choose me, and I choose self-love, and I choose happiness, and I choose the direction. I choose the path that I'm going in. I am choosing to follow my dream. And now I'm in flow with spirit, and all that I need comes easily to me. Those are the kinds of things you tell yourself. Really, really powerful week ahead. And the week after that, it's starting to build. You know, the energy is just building and propelling us forward. It is a catalyst for change. This week is a catalyst for change. That eclipse is huge. So allow it to take you into your future. You have black obsidian. This showed up last week, and I don't remember which sign it showed up for. Or not last week, 2 weeks ago. It says release negative thoughts, maintain attention to the present moment, increase situational awareness, improve responsible thoughts and action. Whatever you are thinking about is what you're going to create. So think about the positive, think about where you want to go. Keep yourself, your thoughts in the higher vibrational energy. If they start to sink in, just wave that away and say, no, I am a co-creator of my fabulous life. Your attitude is your choice. Choose the higher vibrational energy. It says, I pay attention to what's going on around me and within me. I am attentive. So putting one of these stones in your pocket, and when you start to feel negative, touch it and just release your negative energy into it and say, nope, I am creating my magnificent life. All right? Ooh, Cancer, big week ahead. Big week ahead. And it's really just like the launching. It's the catalyst. Go out there and create what you want, because you have everything within you to do it. All right, I will see you tonight if you come and join me for Moon Day Night Live. We'll pull a couple more cards. I have the decks already picked out. I'm really excited about them. And then we'll chat a little more. And there will be an opportunity to get some specific questions answered if you get into the chat. All right, you guys take care. If not, I will see you back here next week. Go create your dreams into reality. All right, I'll talk to you soon.